lot of reasons in 2024 to be a skeptic about a lot of things. Anytime you hear good news, or you see a great price, or you see a great product, doesn't your instinct kick in and go, what's wrong? Something's wrong here. This is too good to be true, right? Well, as you're looking right now at a pretty stinking cool touchscreen computer, you're looking at the price. That's Alex, by the way, in his other life, apart from QVC. You're looking at a price tag and your brain is making the connection, I think, right? You're going, okay, hang on a minute. HP, I know that brand. Chromebook, okay, Google, really great, like we know Chrome. It's a computer, Alex is using his finger, so it's a touch screen. Jen's holding it, it's really lightweight. Am I looking at the price or am I looking at the easy pay? Because $329 can't be the price, right? $329 is the full price on this 14-inch, lightweight, touchscreen, fast, battery life that lasts longer than most people's work days, 12 hours plus, an Intel processor, the #1 processor in the US. I'm going to hit you with so many best of, latest and greatest, fastest, easiest in this hour that you should have that skeptic's instinct. You should listen to us and go, okay, when is the other shoe going to drop? It's not going to drop. Oh, wait, I take it back. This is the lowest price 14-inch touchscreen laptop we have ever had. Do we have plans to do something like this on Black Friday weekend? While I don't know everything that we're presenting then, I can tell you there are no plans to do anything like this then. But it is the end of the school year, and back to school is just a couple of months away. And you and people that you love are going to be traveling, and you want to take the internet with you, your email with you, your entertainment, your streaming, your shopping. Your new computer is under $330. And while I welcome your skepticism, you can leave it at the door because everything you want this to do, it'll do. We have 3 color choices for you. I'm gonna grab my card so I can give you the right names. This is the lilac. This is the one that I have. I actually brought my own here to QVC because I'm already logged in, I'm ready to go, and I love this thing. In the middle, that's your sky blue. Up at the top, it's your silver. That's the most limited. It ships to you for free. It's already less than the cost than you would expect to pay if you bought this HP Chromebook anywhere else. So you're already getting a savings. But when we throw in things like the mouse, we throw in a customized mouse pad for you. There's software that's going to help you get even more out of your Chromebook. If purchased separately, it's $924. You get it home today. It's a new laptop for $66 in free shipping. And you know what? Speaking of skepticism, I thought there's no way we're going to have interest-free special financing on this one because that price is just too darn low. Well, I was wrong. We have 9 months of interest-free special financing for you if you're shopping with your Q card. And that turns it into $36.66 a month. This is the first time in my history, 13 years as a QVC host, that I've ever felt comfortable suggesting someone buy more than one laptop. I do not sit here when I present MacBooks, a computer that I love, I do not sit here and say, this is a good price, you should get 2 of these. Because if I say that, you should throw a tomato at the screen. Because it's $1,000, it's $1,500. A new laptop for $330. If you have 2 kids and 3 grandkids, it's time to make some phone calls. Oh, and I hope one of those phone calls is to Alex Abrahantes and myself, Jen Coffey, with any questions that you may have. We're going to be monitoring Facebook as well for any questions that you may have about this computer, because you should have many. And also, any of you who are the 3.1 million HP customers from QVC, want to hear from you as well, because there are a lot of skeptics out there. And they're looking at this right now and going, there's just no way. Now, in the world of full transparency, if you are a serious heavy-duty gamer, if you are a wedding videographer, if you're editing movies, this is not the computer for you. If you go, you know what, Jen, I'm actually fatigued when I see those fancy computers because I'm not going to use all of that. I want to surf the web. I want to watch Hulu, YouTube, QVC, I want to watch all my apps. I want to keep up with the news. I want to be on Pinterest. I want to email my best friends. I want to connect in video chat. This is the computer for you. Alex Abrahantes is here with us with the luxury of the full hour. Great to have you.
Great to be here, Jen.
In his lilac jacket to match his computer.
That's right, you got to accessorize.
I love you for that. And we love Alex because he's got all the answers for us. And this is one where I think people probably do. We've been trained to believe that you either get a really good computer at a high price, or you wait until Black Friday and you get a what I call glorified calculator, because you're going to have those $399, $369 computers on Black Friday months from now, and you're going to get it home and go, oh, I get it. This is like the same kind of computer technology we had in the mid-'80s. Well, this is the latest and greatest Chromebook. It is your travel companion. It is your student companion. It is with you all the time, bigger than the laptop, bigger than the tablet, rather, and better in a lot of ways.
It really is. And when you're shopping for a computer, there's a couple things that you probably want. You probably want it to be fast. You can check off the box here.
Oh, yeah.
You want it to be effortless. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to get up and running with Chromebooks. It is probably the easiest operating system that you're ever going to see. And then, of course, you want it to be secure. Chromebooks have been around since 2011, and not once have they ever gotten a virus. So you don't have to worry about.
Crazy.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes, that's amazing.
You don't have to worry about antiviruses. You don't have to worry about paying for some subscription fees, and you've got amazing battery life. So let's take you on a high-level overview, and then we're going to dive in deep. And guess what? We're going to have so much fun this hour, so stick around with us. This computer has millions of applications. You have access to the Google Play Store. You've got an Intel quad-core processor. We're even giving you a wireless mouse. This computer's fantastic for streaming and taking it with you on the go. It's got a backlit keyboard, which we know that you love. Oh, and how about it weighs 3 pounds? All that technology built into a computer that's beautiful and so portable. You got 4 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, which is the latest version of RAM. That's super important that you know. 128 gigabytes of solid-state drive storage. As I mentioned, no viruses because it has built-in security from Google. And fast boot up times, how about 10 seconds of boot up times approximately. And you have a beautiful 14-inch touchscreen display. And that is such a wonderful portable screen size. It's the right size to be able to take with you pretty much everywhere. You're going to fall in love with this computer. And Jen, I think this is the type of computer that every member of the household can have and really, truly make it their own.
Well, I heard you mention earlier that, like, in kindergarten, in first grade, in second grade, they're handing out the Chromebooks because, you know, if you hand now. The argument could be made that a lot of children are more savvy with the computers than most adults these days, right? Well, how do they get that way? They're introduced to technology earlier. And so what are they using to introduce new students to technology so that it becomes intuitive? They're issuing Chromebooks, right? So that just goes to show you that it can be perfect if you're buying it for a very young student in your family. It can be perfect if this is for your grandmother who has been hesitant to have a computer her entire life, because everything about the operating system that is already built inside is intuitive. And I love that you're using that touchscreen, because if ever we had an excuse to subtract a feature in order to keep a $330 price tag, this would be the moment. But instead, it has touchscreen, it has a backlit keyboard, it's got inputs for you to do the extra things that you would like. So I would love, if you don't mind, Alex, kind of like a physical tour of it.
Of course.
And then I'll take everybody through our colors again.
Sure thing. So first and foremost, 14 inches. It's one of our most popular screen sizes at HP because it's the perfect blend of portability, yet you can still see everything so wonderfully. As a matter of fact, if I wanted to, I can split the screen here and be able to multitask. And you see, you can still read everything really easily. You can still take advantage of that touchscreen, which, by the way, touchscreen is so wonderful. If you just need to see things a little bit easier.
You read my mind. I was going to ask you how to make the text larger.
Isn't that great? It's so simple. It's so intuitive. Not only just because of the touchscreen, but because of the operating system, which is Chrome OS. That's the operating system. That's what makes a Chromebook a Chromebook. So you're going to see it's a very simple layout. However, you customize it however you want. And it has that familiar feel. So if you have a smartphone or a tablet, this is going to seem very familiar. These are all of your apps. and you can download millions of applications in the Google Play Store, and then they show up here. And then if you wanted to, you can categorize them. Like I have a little folder that says streaming, so all my streaming services are there, like Netflix, like Hulu. And then when you want one to open, hey, QVC, I use that app quite a bit. There it is. It just opens, so you get a quick, responsive experience, and you get that same type of familiar experience. So that's the touchscreen and the 14-inch display with the narrow bezel. Now, let's talk about the keyboard, because we know that you love a backlit keyboard. So we are giving you one so you can see it. Obviously, it's a little bright in here, but in dark environments, these keys are going to illuminate, and you can kind of see it there. The keys are so much easier to see when you have a backlit keyboard. That's why so many of you have told us that once you buy a computer that has a backlit keyboard, you'll never have another computer without it.
On the airplane, like
exactly,
when all the lights
right?
are low. You know, I never like to put that little overhead light on.
I know,
I'm
me
afraid
neither.
I'm going to wake up somebody who's
Yeah,
next
exactly.
to me.
It's intrusive, but not the backlit keyboard. This is really going to help you see everything. You've got stereo speakers here on the side with just a beautiful display.
Nice.
I love this lilac color. I just think it's so calming and so cool. You've got the HP image pad here, which if you don't always want to use the touchscreen, you can actually have multi-gesture support. So you can see I'm using 3 fingers. And by the way, look at all of these apps that I have running. That's thanks to that 4 gigs of DDR5. As I mentioned, that's the latest version of RAM, so you can really multitask. Now, I'll show you some of the ports here. I actually have it plugged in here because it has a USB-C port. And I love this, Jen, because there are so many devices that are now going to this, pretty much everything.
Yeah,
this is the port of the future. You know, all the new phones are coming out with it. You can connect so many different devices, including if you wanted to get a dongle. We have a dongle on QVC that's available. Dongle's such a great word. You have a dongle that allows you to expand how many ports you have. You can just plug it in right here, and then you can have a variety of different ports. So you can put that in a bag and take it with you, and when you need it, you plug it in, and when you don't, no worries, you don't use it. You've got your headphone and microphone jack there, so you can plug in and listen to your music and movies and not disturb someone. This does have Bluetooth, so if you want to connect wirelessly, you absolutely can do that. By the way, 3 pounds, it's so ridiculously lightweight, I love it. You also, on this side, have a super speed USB port. There we go, it's 10 times faster than your standard USB. And this is a little dongle, there's the word again. You've got a little dongle here that communicates with your wireless mouse, so please don't throw that out. That's what's going to allow the mouse to communicate with the computer. Then last but not least on the tour, I want to make sure to point out that you have your HP True Vision web camera right here. And what I love about this is that Google's all about privacy. It's all about making sure that you're safe and secure. Well, we at HP made sure to take that to a whole other level. So I'm going to open up the camera here. Just by typing in and see it automatically populates. So I open up the web camera, and you've got a great web camera here, a little behind the scenes. You can shoot video, you can do photo.
All right, guys, look busy. Okay.
Exactly. There we go. And when you want, you can just flip this little switch
All right,
right
you're
at
going
the very
dark,
top.
guys.
And there
it's got
it is.
the slidey thing.
It does, and that's peace of mind right there to know that no one can access your web camera. So if you're like on a Skype or a Zoom call and you need to turn off the camera really quickly instead of logging off of the call, you can just flip this. And we took it one step further, Jen, which I love this because not a lot of computers have this. I'm going to lift this up again so you can see it. It actually has a little microphone kill switch right here.
Nice.
So not only do you kill the video, but you can rest assured that you could kill the microphone. And you can actually see it on my screen pop up there. I'm going to do it again so that you can see it. It's on, and then the microphone is off. So you have that peace of mind that no video is being distributed or audio.
So to be very clear, like this is the computer that someone works from home. They can be taking meetings from home.
Right.
My daughter is doing her entire master's education in a different state than the university that she is attending. She's
Isn't that
doing
amazing?
it. I know,
Right?
Isn't that
Love
so great?
technology.
I'm so proud of her. But anyway, she could be doing that on this computer. Like you can go through school, you can go through trainings, you can take those, yoga classes online. You can watch those movies on the plane. You could, because I want to be very clear, we're going to talk about memory and storage after I take you through the colors again. I want to make sure you understand what it can do, what it can't. But what it can do is work fast. So if you're watching those videos and you're streaming, you don't get the buffer of doom, right? Like, we want to come to you with great prices at QVC. I think if you've watched us for any length of time, you know that by now. But we dig our heels in when it comes to compromising quality. And that is what a lot of retailers frankly have no problem doing. Hey, if we can get it to a price point and cut a few features, we'll do it. At QVC, we go, nope, we would rather have